Chapter 1. The Whisper in the Desert. In the blistering summer of 2025, the desolate sands of the Sinai Peninsula stretched endlessly before Dr. Elias Moreau, a French historian and biblical scholar. At 42, Elias was no stranger to the pursuit of ancient truths, but this expedition felt different. For years, he had chased rumors of a lost text, a manuscript said to contain the true teachings of Jesus, hidden from the world by his own disciples. The whispers pointed to a single name, Judas Iscariot, the betrayer, who some claimed was no traitor at all. Elias's journey began with a cryptic letter from a Bedouin elder, handed to him in a Cairo cafe. The letter spoke of a cursed book, buried in a cave near Mount Sinai, guarded by an ancient warning: whosoever seeks the truth of the scribe shall face the wrath of betrayal. Intrigued and skeptical, Elias assembled a small team. Sarah Levy, an Israeli cryptographer with a knack for decoding ancient scripts. Omar Hassan, a local guide familiar with Sinai's hidden trails. And Clara Vega, a Spanish journalist eager to document the find for her global audience. The team arrived at a remote wadi where jagged cliffs loomed like silent sentinels. Omar led them to a narrow crevice, barely visible behind a tumble of boulders. As they squeezed through, the air grew cool and heavy, and Elias's torch revealed a chamber untouched for centuries. In the center, on a stone pedestal, lay a small clay box, its surface etched with Aramaic letters and a single chilling symbol, a coiled serpent. Sarah's hands trembled as she opened the box, revealing a leather-bound codex, its pages brittle but intact. The first page bore a title in Aramaic, The Testimony of Judas, Scribe of the Master. Alyssa's heart raced. This was no ordinary text. It claimed Judas was not the villain history condemned, but a trusted disciple tasked with protecting Jesus' most dangerous teaching, a code that could awaken humanity's divine potential. But the final line sent a chill through the group. Beware, for this truth carries a curse upon all who seek it. Chapter 2. The Code Revealed. Back in a makeshift camp under the Sinai stars, Sarah began translating the codex. The text was written in Judas's voice, recounting his time with Jesus. Contrary to the Gospels, Judas claimed he did not betray Jesus for silver, but followed a secret command. Jesus, knowing his crucifixion was inevitable, entrusted Judas with a hidden teaching, the Sinai Code, a spiritual practice to connect directly with God, bypassing priests and temples. Fearing its power, the other disciples deemed it heretical and swore to erase it. The Codex described a ritual involving meditation on celestial patterns, specifically the constellation of Orion, which Judas called the Gate of Heaven. By aligning one's soul with these stars through prayer and self-purification, a person could unlock an inner light, a divine spark Jesus believed existed in all. But the text warned of a curse. Those who sought the code with impure motives, greed, power, or pride, would face ruin. Sarah's decryption revealed a map hidden in the text, encoded in the arrangement of Aramaic letters. It pointed to a second site, a buried shrine beneath Mount Sinai's western slope. Elias was electrified. This could be the greatest discovery since the Dead Sea Scrolls. But Clara, ever the skeptic, questioned the curse. "It's just a story to scare looters," she said. Omar, however, was uneasy. "My people know these caves," he whispered. "Some truths are not meant to be touched." That night, Elias dreamed of a man in a tattered cloak, his face obscured, standing in a storm of sand. The man spoke. "The code is not yours to claim. Leave it buried or betray yourself." Elias awoke sweating, the codex clutched to his chest. Chapter 3. Shadows of Betrayal. The team set out for the shrine, but tension simmered. Clara, sensing a global scoop, secretly contacted her editor, leaking details of the find. Unknown to her, the message was intercepted by the Order of the Silent Flame, a shadowy sect dedicated to suppressing heretical texts. The order believed the Sinai Code threatened their control over religious doctrine and dispatched an enforcer, a cold-eyed operative named Malik, to seize the codex. As the team trekked across the desert, strange incidents plagued them. Their GPS malfunctioned, water supplies dwindled inexplicably, and Omar swore he saw a figure trailing them at dusk. Sarah, engrossed in the codex, began to change. She grew obsessive, skipping meals to decode the text, muttering about hearing the stars. Elias worried she was unraveling, but her latest discovery was staggering. The codex hinted at a physical artifact, a stone tablet inscribed with the Orion pattern, buried in the shrine, meant to amplify the code's spiritual effects. On the third day, they reached the shrine's entrance, a collapsed tunnel marked by a faded serpent carving. As they dug, Malik struck. His men ambushed the camp, seizing Clara and demanding the codex. In the chaos, Elias and Sarah fled into the tunnel, clutching the book. Omar, loyal but terrified, stayed to negotiate Clara's release, promising to lead Malik to the others. Elias felt a pang of betrayal. Omar had been their guide, their friend. Was this the curse at work? Chapter 4. The Shrine of the Code. The tunnel led to a vast underground chamber, its walls adorned with murals of Jesus teaching under a starry sky. At the center stood a basalt tablet, 3 feet tall, engraved with the Orion constellation in Aramaic verses. Sarah traced the carvings, her eyes alight. "This is it," she whispered, "the key to the Sinai Code." Elias placed the codex on the tablet, and the chamber seemed to hum. Sarah recited the ritual from the text, a chant aligning the soul with Orion's stars. As she spoke, Elias felt a warmth in his chest, a fleeting sense of peace he hadn't known since childhood. For a moment, he glimpsed the truth Judas described, a spark within, a connection to something vast and eternal. But the moment was shattered by Malik's arrival, his gun trained on them. Malik revealed the Order's mission, to destroy the codex and tablet, ensuring the Sinai Code remained buried. "This teaching breeds chaos," he said. "People cannot be trusted with such power." Sarah, defiant, argued that the code was Jesus' gift to humanity, a path to freedom from dogma. Malik scoffed, but Elias noticed a flicker of doubt in his eyes. Clara, now freed, appeared with Omar, who had misled Malik's men to buy time. But the reunion was tense. Clara admitted her leak, and Sarah accused her of greed, invoking the curse. Elias, torn between anger and hope, pleaded for unity. "The curse isn't real," he said. "It's our own flaws, doubt, ambition, that tear us apart." Chapter 5. The Curse Unleashed. As the standoff escalated, Sarah, driven by her obsession, tried to complete the ritual alone. She pressed her hands to the tablet, chanting feverishly. The chamber shook, and a blinding light erupted from the stone. Elias shielded his eyes, but Sarah screamed, collapsing in agony. The light faded, leaving her pale and trembling. "I saw it," she gasped. "The code. It's too much." Malik, unnerved, opened fire, shattering the tablet. Shards flew, and the codex caught fire in the melee. Elias tackled Malik, wrestling the gun away, but the damage was done. The tablet was rubble, the codex ash. Sarah, clutching her head, whispered, "The curse. It's real." She claimed the code had overwhelmed her, revealing not just divine light, but her own flaws, pride, obsession, magnified to unbearable clarity. Omar, guilt-ridden for his brief betrayal, helped Elias carry Sarah out. Clara, shaken, vowed to tell the world the truth, curse or not. Malik, defeated, vanished into the desert, his faith in the Order shaken. As the team emerged into dawn's light, Elias felt the weight of failure. The codex and tablet were gone, the Sinai Code lost again. Or was it?